Hello guys, it's me. This game was sent to me by Tiger Chess 2022, so we're going to be looking from his perspective. This is a rapid game. Turns out he's an 800 and his opponent was 2000, which is pretty high. And I wanted to show you guys this game because it's really interesting. This game isn't that long, but it's still pretty cool. So, start the game with c4, black plays c5. It's a pretty normal opening. This is a good move, trying to take center. This is a good move as well. It stops d5. That's a good. It's a good move. Makes sense for him to recapture. He has d5 here, so that's probably why this move is a mistake. Well, let's see though. Yeah, I was right. Okay. What happens next is bishop d2. It's a miss because he had d5, and this is I don't know. I actually don't know why this is inaccurate. I guess he could have just taken the pawn. Yeah, he could have just taken the pawn with his knight, and it would have been putting more pressure on the knight. He recaptures with the queen. He could have taken the pawn with his queen. The reason I would take with my queen is because it attacks the bishop and it doesn't leave the b pawn hanging. But you could also actually take with the knight, because if he takes your b pawn, you can get the fork. So I guess taking with the knight is probably better. This isn't a bad move. You're trying to develop your bishop, but that's probably why it's a miss. That is a blunder. That is just a bad move in general. Maybe he meant to castle. It's probably a misclick. But let me see. Oh, yeah, he can take on d4. The queen can take. You even have a6 to prevent the check. But if you take with the knight takes the pawn, and he does the check, you can just take anyways. But I guess that probably, you could probably just block with your knight instead, because you're going to have an attack over there. So he probably misclicked here. That's what I think. I think that he misclicked, because it looks like he was trying to castle one. He did play e6 to develop his bishop, so I understand why he went here, but that does miss a free pawn, and now white can try to get back in the game. Oh. I actually don't know why this is a mistake. He can take. Let me see something. Why it could be a mistake. Oh, what? The queen could take on d4? Because then the bishop on c4 is hanging. That makes sense. Okay. Surprised I didn't see that, actually. So then he takes c3. It's a reasonable move for him to play, but it seems like it was a miss because he could have taken on d4 and he would be up a pawn. And since his king is in the center, that probably also be good to get your queen opening up the lines. And then black castles. This is a reasonable move. You're just castling to get out of danger if danger ever tries to come. I think he wants to put his rook behind his king and then play king c1 to try to be safe and keep his rook in the game. That makes sense. But this is also a mistake because the knight can take on d4. And if he takes, I guess he can block with his queen, but you're going to be losing some pawns if you do. And it looks like you're just in for some trouble here. Let's see if what I calculated was right. 95. Queen takes. Wait, oh, here. Oh, that's a fork, but the queen could go there. So, yeah, see, queen e2. Then you take on c4. Queen takes. Knight d5. Either way, this is winning. So then he actually missed it. gets out of the way of... Actually, I don't know what that does, but it turns out that move is a blunder. Let's see why. The lines probably know. Knight c5? Oh, and you can't take it because of the pin. And it looks like your attack is stronger because you have more pieces, I guess. Okay. And he plays queen g5 check. That's a miss because he missed it, I guess. He can block with the queen, trying to get back to a normal game if he trades. But I guess if he blocks with the queen, you could take the g-pawn. But then he can try to get an attack because he could play one of his rooks attacking the queen. So I guess that's not that good. And he'll have some counterplay. So I guess he shouldn't take. If he did the queen trade, that'd probably be better for him because in the endgame he'll have more of a chance because he's not even down any pieces right now. He just has a bad position, I guess. Well, an open king. Okay, so king c2. That doesn't make sense. I'd probably block with the queen though, but probably not any better. Knight f6. He's trying to get his knight back in the game, but he did just move it to d7, so moving it back doesn't... It's not that good. He can play h4, trying to set up some sort of attacks. It is centralizing. This move isn't bad, but it turns out it was a mistake. I'm not sure why. Let me see. I guess he's just going to be able to attack. I don't know. Then he plays knight d5. He's attacking on the bishop on c3, but he can just take, and if he trades, he'll be winning in the long run. So he moves his king. I believe he's trying to get his king to safety here. But turns out it was a miss, because probably taking the knight would have been better, because if you just trade pieces, this will be winning endgame. And if he trades the queens, he would have had an isolated pawn in the center of the board. So this is kind of inaccurate. You're just taking because you can, but to be honest, I'd probably play that move too. Or I'd probably try to attack the king, but I would have tried to attack him a long time ago. Because this is a bit too late. He should have taken with the queen. It doesn't matter if it hangs that pawn. Even if it does hang that pawn, you still have some counterplay. The queen will have less squares. You shouldn't try to open up your king over here. I actually would have played that move, but he just has c4. But can't you take that pawn then? No, we can't. Yeah, c4 is probably the best moves because the queen's defending. Oh, king a2. That is actually better. I think he played it. Didn't he? Let's see. It would make sense to... Oh, king b2. Because king a2 is probably better because you're unpinning yourself and defending. But this is still pinned, so that's probably why it's not as good. Guess he's trying to get his work in the game, but I don't see how this is gonna do it. So I believe this is a miss. Playing knight a5 would have been better because you're attacking the bishop. And if he tries to play c4 now, you can just take with the knight. So he sees that. The 2000 sees knight a5. That's why he moved his rook there. So then if he does play knight a5, he could just move his king and it'll be defended. Yeah. Oh wow. I know it's pinned, but what's gonna happen after you move your rook there? He actually almost has that. He has the fork, doesn't he? He has the fork. He does. Because the queen's pinning it, but it's still a fork, because after you move your queen, he's just gonna take king a1. He missed the fork, that's why this move is bad. Rook f5, attacking the queen. Guess that's reasonable. That's probably why he moved his rook there. I thought he was trying to attack the king. That's a reasonable move, but turns out it's also actually a mistake. I'm not that good yet, so I don't know why. Let me see. Queen a5. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Okay, then he plays G6. Why? The rook's already protected. Well, then he plays F3. Oh, wait. Oh, he wants to play G4. The reason he didn't play before is because he could have taken his F pawn. Queen A5 is inaccurate now. It was just the best move a few minutes ago. How is this bad? I'm not sure why that move isn't good. I guess I'll just see. Oh, you can take on C3. Okay. Oh, so he took. That's good. Played the best move. That's a good move too. That's a reasonable move. That's a good check. He should trade for. Sure, white played the right move here. He should try to trade. He's only up one pawn. He could still make it in this endgame. It's good for him to not trade. He's keeping his advantage. White probably doesn't want to trade now since he's down 2 pawns. If you're down 2 pawns in endgame, it's not winning. I guess he's attacking his knight. Oh, he wants to do that, so then he could try to win his knight, his pawn after he takes. And he's attacking a pawn as well. That's an interesting move. It's actually trying to open up the A5 after he takes, because then he can go for some attack. So he takes. And now he's threatening checkmate. White completely misses it. And it looks like black wins. Wow. I never saw an 800 beat at 2000 before. This is pretty impressive. Props to Tigridge 2022 for playing and for sending me this game. Thanks for watching.